Welcome to this English online session. Today we are going to see this topic, Unit 4 Prose, The Attic. This was written by Satyajit Ray. Attic means what? The room or space at the top of a building under the roof. Simply a room in the roof of a house. That was written by Satyajit Ray. So before going to see the lesson, let's see about the author. Satyajit Ray, he was born in 1921 on 2nd May. He was born in Calcutta. He died in 1992. He is an Indian filmmaker, screenwriter, graphic artist, music composer and author. He has written many short stories and novels for young children and teenagers. He was more interested in writing for young children rather than making film. He received many awards, including 32 National Film Awards, then Padma Bhushan in 1965 and received Bharat Ratna, which is the highest civilian award, you know already. So just we have to see about the lesson. Before that, we are going to discuss, generally we have to discuss about the human values. What are the good qualities you possess and what the good qualities you expect from your friends and also siblings. What are the good qualities? Name some good qualities. Yes, honor, love, peace, respect our elders, self-discipline, dignity, compassion, helping tendency, peace. Okay, there are so many good qualities which you possess. What are the good qualities you possess and that good qualities which you expect from your friends and also siblings. Now, in these qualities, the main one, that is priority must be given to what? Character. Yes, character is the main quality that should be possessed by each and everyone. Because that character, one who possesses the character person, a person with good character is liked by all. A person with good quality is liked, is loved by all, and also he will get respect everywhere. He will get self-respect from everywhere. So that person is especially liked by all. So human values are essential in our life. Due to the absence of these human values, these good qualities, that is something that is we should lose in our life. That is the good human values, that unwanted problems that may arise due to the absence of these good values and also these good qualities. So if we possess all these good human values means we can succeed in our life. Then next one, to err is human. So it is natural for human beings to make mistakes in our life. If we realize our mistakes, we have to rectify that. We should rectify our mistakes. If you find a chance to rectify our mistake means, if you find a chance to rectify your mistake in your life means, what will you do? That is the theme of this lesson. Shall we move on to see this lesson? Yes. So before going to see, just you have to keep in your mind, these are the important points in this lesson. So first you should know summary. That is a simple main points in this lesson. Aditya and the narrator visited Aditya's village after 29 years. After 29 years, Aditya and the narrator, that is the author, both were friends as well as business partners. So they decided to visit their native, that is Aditya's native place, that was Brahmapur. They decided to visit Aditya's village after 29 years. They met Sasanka Sanyal in Nagin's tea shop. Nagin uncle, Nagin, that's the name of person, Nagin's uncle's tea shop. They had a tea where they met Sasanka Sanyal, who was Aditya while they were during their childhood days, when they were learning at school, that is Aditya took his medal. Whose medal? Sasanka Sanya's silver medal in those days. Now Sasanka recognized Aditya. That's when he entered into the tea shop. Next, he found the medal in the attic of his old house. Here he refers to Aditya found the medal, silver medal, in the attic of his old house. Attic means what? The room in the roof of a house. He felt guilty. Who felt guilty? Aditya felt guilty and decided to return money instead of medal. He offered 150 rupees instead of that silver medal because he liked that medal very much. So instead of that medal, he wished to give him, he offered him 150 rupees. But he refused to get that money. On Sanya's refusal to accept the money, he gave back the silver medal. So finally, the medal hidden in the attic for long 29 years was restored to its owner. So who is the owner of this medal? Sasanka Sanya. So that's the main points you have to keep in your mind.
Dear children, let's see passage wise. All of you take 4th unit Prose the Attic. Aditya and I were returning from the site of our new factory at Deodarganj. We were driving along National Highway 40. We had reached a point where the road bifurcated. If we drove 10 kilometers along the road that branched off to the right, we would reach Brahmapur. I asked Aditya whether he was interested in revisiting the place of his birth, which he had left after he had passed the matriculation examination from the local school to continue his studies in Calcutta. Let's see the meaning. The Attic is a story that depicts a child's psychology. Here I refers to the narrator or the author. While returning from their new factory of Deodarganj, the narrator with his friend and business partner Aditya drove along the National Highway 40. At a point, they decided to take the road to the right. His native place was Brahmapur. Aditya wished to visit his native place. After he had passed the matriculation examination from the local school, he went to Calcutta to continue his studies there. Bifurcated means divided into two. See next passage. When I left our ancestral house 29 years ago, the house was almost 200 years old, recollected Aditya. I doubt if even the school building, which may have undergone many changes, will be recognizable anymore. Trying to revive old childhood memories may prove disappointing. But he said he wished to visit the tea shop of Nagin uncle if it still existed and have a cup of tea there. So we took the turning to the right and decided to drive to Brahmapur, of which Aditya's ancestors were once the zamindars. Aditya's father had left the ancestral home and moved to Kolkata, where he had set up his own business. After his death, Aditya was looking after it, and I was his friend and business partner. Let's see the meaning of this passage. Aditya had left his ancestral house before 29 years ago. He recollected his childhood memories. So he decided to visit his native place Brahmapur, where he wished to visit the tea shop of Nagin uncle to have a cup of tea there. Aditya's father had left the ancestral home and moved to Kolkata, where he started his own business. After his death, Aditya looked after the business along with the narrator, who was his friend and business partner. See next passage. It was the month of Magha, that is January, February by the English calendar, the middle of winter. By my watch, it was 3:30 in the afternoon. The sun was soothing. On either side of the road were paddy fields as far as the eye could see. Harvest was over and there had been a good crop that year. After about 10 minutes, we came to the local school. Beyond the iron gates were the playing field and the two-storied school building. We got down from the car and stood in front of the gate. I asked Aditya whether everything was still the same. He replied that everything had changed. Our school used to be one storied, and a new building has come up, which was not there. Were you not a good student? I asked. Yes, but my position was always second, he replied. We decided to go and have a tea at Nagin Uncle's tea shop, which stood next to a grocery shop and opposite a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. Soon we caught sight of Nagin's tea cabin written on a signboard over the shop. Dear children, let's see the meaning. It was the month of Magha. The sun was soothing, that means pleasant. The climate was pleasant. On either side of the road were paddy fields. Harvest was over and there had been a good crop that year. After 10 minutes driving, they came to the local school. Beyond the iron gates, there were playing field and the two-storied school building. They got down from the car and stood in front of the gate. Then the narrator asked Aditya whether everything was still the same. He replied that everything had changed. The narrator asked Aditya if he was not a good student. He replied that his position was always second. Then they decided to go to have a tea at Nagin Uncle's tea shop, which was next to a grocery shop and opposite to Lord Shiva temple. Soon they noticed Nagin's tea cabin signboard. Let's see next passage. The owner of the tea shop, now over 60, a little rustic in appearance, with his white, neatly combed hair and clean look, was the same as before. He was wearing a dhoti and a blue striped shirt that could be seen from under a green shawl. Not recognizing Aditya, he asked us where we had come from. Deodarganj, Aditya replied. We are on our way to Kolkata. A little surprised, Nagin uncle asked why we were there. To have tea at your shop, said Aditya. Certainly, besides tea, I have biscuits and savories. Give us 2 naan-katai each. We sat on 2 tin chairs. There was only one other customer sitting at a corner table, neither eating nor drinking tea, but sitting with his head bent as though he was sleeping. Addressing him as Mr. Sanyal, Nagin uncle reminded him to go home as it was already 4 p.m. Other customers would soon be coming. Addressing us, he said with a wink in his eye, a little hard of hearing, cannot see well either, but has no money to buy spectacles. From his reaction to this speech, I began to wonder whether Mr. Sanyal was not a little crazy as well, because suddenly he stood up, stretched himself, and raising his lean right arm, and with eyes dilated, began to recite a poem by Tagore Panraksha, that means keeping of a promise. Having recited the poem, he left the place, making the gesture of namaste with his hands to nobody in particular. Dear students, let's see the meaning. Now we have to see the appearance of Nagin uncle. He was over 60 years old, looking village appearance. Rustic means rural-like appearance. He combed his white hair neatly and looked clean. He wore a dhoti and a blue striped shirt. He wore a green shawl over his shirt. Even though Aditya went to Nagin's uncle's tea shop many times while he had been there, he could not recognize Aditya. Nagin uncle asked them where they had come from. Aditya replied that they came from Deodarganj on their way to Kolkata. Then he served tea, biscuits and savories. Savories means mixture, chips like that. Then Aditya ordered 2 naan-katai each. What is naan-katai? Naan-katai is an Indian sweet which is popular in India and Pakistan. See that picture? Then they sat on steel chairs. There they found a customer sitting at a corner table. He neither ate nor drank anything. He bent his head as though he was sleeping. Nagin uncle addressed him as Mr. Sanyal and reminded him to go home. He said that he could not hear well and could not see because he had no money to buy spectacles because of his poverty. At once, Sanyal stood up, stretched himself, and raising his lean right arm, and with widened eyes, he began to recite a poem written by Tagore, Panraksha, that means keeping of a promise. The name of the poem is Panraksha, which was written by Rabindranath Tagore. So that means a keeping of a promise. After Sanyal had recited the poem, he left the place, making the gesture of Namaste by joining his hands to nobody in particular. Dear students, do you understand the story till now? Tomorrow we will meet in another session. Thank you.